can't hold Damo back. He's that excited. I've never seen him this excited. Exactly. Went off the top, and we had to pull him back.
Well, there's some payback for you.
Last bloody segment, which is not craft, he then goes again to hold him back. So now we can let you out of the barrier.
Well, there's some payback for you, Jim, because you about 18 or so years ago, unfortunately for me, gave me a nickname I didn't deserve when you called me a certain colour.
Purple.
Because
that's
on my
you dyed your hair.
And I just remind everyone, on my wife and my two children's heads, I have not ever put a wrench on my colour. No. On their lives. On their lives. I've never. No. I raised that because last night, Nathan Brown, the great Nathan Brown, on the Friday huddle.
Don't use the word great.
He's a great mate of mine.
Well, he did say Jim's on $1 million too, didn't he? $1 million.
He did. That was the previous week. So last night he did his top 5.
That's a lot more accurate than the crap he went with last night. Keep going.
Last night he did his media personalities who rinse their hair, top 5. And there were some big names.
Wow.
He took no prisoners, Bill. There was TJ amongst it. There was BT. There was Lordo. There are a few others, but the one that I was really most interested in was our man James Brayshaw. He put him at number 1 or 2 on this media personalities who have rinsed their hair.
Don't mention it. He doesn't like it.
Well, he played the audio of you once raising it with him on air.
No, please.
Real quiet.
I've never seen him crack the shit.
That was awkward audio.
It's all fun.
That was awkward audio. Yeah.
We have this fun, ha.
Yeah.
And then the ad break, he goes, fat, you ever do that again? Reach and pointed at me like...
Well, our industry-leading digital team at Triple M Footy have decided to pick up the...
Don't say Beersy.
Tom Beers.
Beers.
Oh, no.
Beers. Led by Tom Beers.
Beers.
Has decided to recreate Nathan Brown's work last night and offer it as a social media posting under the headline, Brownie's Top 5 Hair Rinses in Footy Media. It says swipe for video for those people who want to get onto X and also Instagram and other forms of social media to recap. But the reason I'm setting all this up, Bill, it has come across my desk.
That's it. Come across your desk.
That our man, James Brayshaw, has well and truly dirtied up.
That's not true.
Not just has he dirtied up.
That is not true.
He's gone into action
which
of a nature that to me suggests there will be legal action pending. Now, the reason I say that, it's a carefully worded text I've now got my hands on. Sent to...
How have you got a text?
Sent to the head of digital at Triple M, Tom Beers. And this is fraud.
No, Jim,
This is false.
Before I read it out, I'll ask you the question. Did you send a firm text to someone in our office that suggested that person, i.e. Tom Beers, retract the previous social media postings?
I am making no comment.
Yes or no?
Just a yes or no, Jim.
I don't need to.
So is that a no? Is that a no?
I won't be commenting.
That's a yes. That is a yes.
I think that's a yes. Well, I can now reveal said text.
Shut up, Jim. Shut
yes
up.
Or no?
So the text that James Brayshaw has sent to Tom Beers over the coverage of his red hair
Before you do that.
reads this way.
Before you do that.
No, Jim.
Carrot top.
It's 12,
That's a yes.
12:05.
Yeah.
I need to get to 15, so we're just dragging it out. Just get a bit more meat on the bone.
Wait till he reads this.
Straight to the money shot.
Wait till he reads this, and we'll have a ribeye on the bone. Don't worry about that. A ribeye.
You just pipe down Carrot Top because the text you have sent Tom, the text you have sent Tom Beers this morning reads this way.
There we go.
Unless I get a full and unequivocal acknowledgement on air of the fraudulent and deliberate tampering with this image, which has you with red hair, you'd better find yourself a good lawyer, Beers.
Jim.
Did you send that to Tom Beers?
Like I said,
Can I have a look at your
won't
phone?
be making any comment.
Give me your phone.
But important people now have this in front of them on their desk.
Who? Don't tell me lunches.
No. I didn't say lunch.
Lunches.
So just to give people context.
Oh, here we go.
Last year,
You had red hair.
There's always something.
Last year,
What, blood
Someone
nuts?
else did it.
I was
Fan of pets.
in Brisbane
Ginger
doing the rush hour ahead of a Friday night game. And idiot fat, this clownfish here, goes, this is while we're on air, he goes, what's going on with your hair? I said, I'm sitting under these stupid Triple M red lights. Your hair's gone red. I said, no, it hasn't.
Tim,
anyway,
went red.
So then, Beersy takes a snapshot of the 4K camera that's taking it, and then photoshops it into looking like Carl Langdon.
Well, you do look like Carl Langdon.
That's a good description.
Fat goes, oh, that's funny, Founder Pants and straws and all the rest of it. Anyway, I don't expect better than that from you.
No.
Because you are an idiot.
Yes.
But I thought Beers, our head of digital, had a little bit more to him.
No.
But he joined in.
No.
So all I've said to him is, unless you come on and actually acknowledge that you have tampered with that image, then he's got legal issues.
You can see it looks as though you have got red hair.
No one gives a stuff about what you just said. Now, have a look at that.
Yeah.
Thanks, Bluey. Have a look at that. What would you say about
look at it.
I'd say that image has been tampered with.
No.
Looks like Bluey McGrath.
Shopped.
Look, hey, get out of the road.
No,
I want to see that. Give us a look. Is that Bluey McGrath?
He's showing it to the camera.
Jared, I'm showing it to Jared.
He's showing it to a camera that's turned off.
And he's now showing it to Jared Waitley.
Jared, see the back bit of that.
Jared, what do you think? Yes, got him. That is
Sucked in, fat.
That is your.
It has been altered.
No,
That's like when you.
how do you alter that?
Because you take it and you put a rinse through it on the.
You put a rinse
Photoshop.
through it.
You did that, Jim. You did
Ginger
that.
All right.
nuts.
You
Let
just put a
me-
bit too much.
Let me ask you, the simplest person in this conversation, a
Yes.
very simple question.
The
Right.
simplest person.
If
Is that not good?
He won't understand it, Jim.
if I were, which I never have,
Yes.
to alter the colour of my hair,
Yes.
do you reckon I'd choose red?
Well,
I think you got it wrong,
Yeah.
Jim.
Yeah.
You left it in too long.
I think you went for blonde, and you did. You left it in and went
That's
red.
what it was,
Can we
yeah.
do a straw poll?
Beers.
Strawberry poll.
Oh,
Strawberry poll.
strawberry poll. I get where you're going with that.
Boom, boom, boom. Will,
Do you think, James Brayshaw,
no, have a look first, because they got to have a look at this image.
Yeah.
Where do they find that? On X?
on X?
Triple M. Oh,
At
thank
Triple
you,
M
Will.
Footy.
Yeah.
Instagram.
Triple M Footy.
At X or Instagram?
Instagram,
Righto.
I'd go.
And we'll do a little strawberry poll, and the people will judge. Let
No,
the,
no,
let,
people
no,
will
let the people judge.
No, that is a fraudulent image.
Come on, Rusty. Let
Every
him go.
time we come up with something, you think we've fraudged it.
No, you fraudged it.
You fraudged it. You think we fraudged everything. We fraudged it. How can we do that? Jim.
So, but no, what's
You can
happening-
see that looks red though, Jim.
What's
Yeah.
happening is Beers is
Yeah,
coming
get
on
it.
Monday
Yes.
on our show,
Yeah.
and he will acknowledge the fact that he took a standard photo and changed it.
No.
And that
No.
once he's acknowledged that, I will withdraw
what?
all
The threat.
legal threats.
Oh.
But
Can you
until he's
answer
done
Dave-
that,
Yeah.
it's parked in front of him.
Right.
And he knows it.
So Triple M, righto, and yes or no?
We can't hear that.
Yeah, no, we can't hear that. This is not your craft, Fat.
Didn't you come across and say
He went across into your ears, not everyone else's ears.
Yeah, your
no.
ears. Where did you
Where's
hear
he
that,
at?
Bill?
Where are you at?
You did say he was the simplest person in this conversation.
Where do we go? Silence. All right. Yeah,
Where
go
is it,
there.
Damo, again?
At Triple M Footy.
Righto.
That's the handle.
Yes
on both
or- and-
Instagram and X.
And yes or no? That's all we need. Yes.
Can you?
Yeah.
That it's red.
Listen,
Well, why don't you
No.
pose the question to the people?
Make sure you're listening Monday.
Righto.
Because
Jim, can
Beers
you
will
answer-
be on.
Are you going to
I'll be-
pursue this, Jim?
I'll be with you. I reckon.
Answer
No, not
Damo's
you. I'm
question.
talking to the family.
Oh, well,
They
don't
need to
talk
listen
the
Monday.
family. Don't talk to me.
Well, how can I do that? They're not in front of us.
Is Jim's hair ginger or
So,
not?
Is Jim's hair ginger or not? That's a question he
That's
wants
the
to
question.
That's it.
Is that the other
Now-
bowl?
Is
that the
he
strawberry?
ginger nuts or not?
Make sure you're
strawberry
listening
pole,
or
Monday around Australia because Beers is in the crosshairs.
Do you have an
Now,
issue with Nathan Brown for raising this in the public
Nathan
domain?
Brown's changed the colour of his hair 18 times.
Oh,
But that's what Nath does.
And
It's
growing
all
it.
under, well,
And growing it.
It's-
Yeah.
it's-
Uses Botox too,
yeah,
Brownie.
he does.
Look at him.
Artificially grows his hair. Now,
artificially.
Yeah.